up, AKA Padders? Welcome to another episode of WILDSTORM Wednesday. Peter A. DeLuca here. We're talking Jim Lee and the biggest lie in comic books. We have to get into this. Let's go. Welcome back. Let's just do the sippy sip up front, please. This is rough one, AKA Padders. Peter A. DeLuca here, AKA Pad69. Say it with me. Known through Philadelphia, PA, Europe, and the multiverse as the Eclectic One. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the chaos. Because when I expose who some of these people are, the things that they do, the lies that they perpetrate, I get some heat. I got the cartoonist K-fakers bashing my videos, defending them on Reddit over here. I get loonies talking to me about Kevin Smith or my Kevin Smith lie, and then I get no one really caring about the Todd McFarlane submission letter BS. We expose that just through simple arithmetic. And speaking of arithmetic, I did some calculations here. You guys ever see the Dark Knight? Yeah, when they got that bookie that count.
Like I said, I'm good with calculation.
Guy, and he goes, I'm good with calculation. Well, we got that here. So let's just get into this. WILDSTORM Wednesday. I so wish we were doing WILDSTORM content, but it seems like every single Wednesday we got something new to discuss regarding Jim Lee. No relation to Stan Lee. So Jim Lee makes this post. Post is right there. Alright, so this post, number one, it's on Instagram, you guys can check it out. Link to Jim Lee's Instagram down below. This, number one, it's promoting Marvel comic book products. Marvel, he's bragging about getting an email. And someone responded to his email ordering Marvel comics. Now, that doesn't mean he can't do it. But he has a platform, he has users, he has people who really, and you can tell by my comment, you know, some of the reaction to what I'm about to follow up with, people came to defend Jim Lee like a rabid dog. Logic, concise thought, even the benefit of the doubt thrown out the window. But Jim Lee leaves his comment and he goes, hey, check out, like, he circles like the PS. And this person from the book publisher, Takun, they do some great stuff, by the way. He said, hey, by the way, thanks for your order, but by the way, you have the best-selling comic book of all time. AKA Padders, I cannot let this stand. I, amongst myself, have to stand up to BS. If you're not going to do it, it's up to me. So I make a comment. Let's put that comment up. Where should it go? Here. How about there? Crazy. You know, they give me the Google numbers, this and that. And I said, look, anyone that's been around comics for a long enough time, I'm talking for more than one day, throughout the years, and I'm talking many years, I have seen more boxes, not only boxes, but pallets of Death of Superman. Superman number 75. I'm talking even the black bag edition, not the newsstand or not the unblacked bagged edition, right? I mean, crazy amounts. Now, given time transpires and stuff like that dries up, we still have copies of X-Men number 1. I haven't seen pallets of X-Men 1. Now, I'm talking retailers, Delaware, New York, New Jersey, Tim D comes to mind in New Jersey that had a literal, like, one half of their back room / warehouse. One of it was the Return of Superman, which was the white cover, and the other half was the black cover. Now, that doesn't mean people bought and hoarded X-Men #1, but just like the sniff test, right? What do we have here? X-Men #1. It's a very precise number, by the way. 8,186,500. Now, how is it 500? I don't understand how it's a whole number at the end there. But this is what you find. Superman 75, right? 6 million copies. We just have a 6 million right there. So, here we go, guys. Guess who chimes in? That's right, Jim Lee. Jim Lee chimed in. Jim Lee responds to the chaos I created on his post. And Jim Lee goes blah 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 blah. It's here, you guys can read. But basically it's blah 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 blah. I've seen the royalties from both. And let me tell you, X-Men is it. So I respond, just as simple. When are royalties a measuring stick for units sold? Is that how we're looking at this? I had no clue that royalties were equal between Marvel and DC during the biggest period of comic book history. I didn't know that the royalties were equal. I didn't know that there was no difference between working for those two companies. So, and then, there's more comments and it just dies off. So, I responded to a few individuals. The point we're getting at, okay? Let's just say the 8.1 milli is true. And let's say the 6 milli is true. People, single issue sales. I don't understand how this isn't the standard. Single issue sales would be, well, we have all of these beautiful covers of X-Men #1. 5 editions. Divide that by 5. You get 1.6 milli. The number's right here. And people, you guys can already see the winner. Let's just, for the benefit of the doubt, say Superman 75 is split between coverless / newsstand, coverless / unbagged. But let's just say it's unbagged versus those two. So we're going to split that in 2. Because, we're not factoring in X-Men newsstand, but we're factoring the type. The types, the units, the SKUs available. 2 separate SKUs for Superman 75. We get 3 million. And there it is. More than double. And just through my peepers and being around comics for for as long as I have seen far more Superman 75 out there in the wild, sucking up space, putting retailers out of business, doing damage, because Superman 75, believe it or not, that was the true speculator purchase. The young kids came in to buy X-Men, X-Force, Spider-Man #1s. They stayed around for an image, but Superman 75 got the grandmas in the house, got the mommies, got the daddies. It got those people involved. Huge difference. And here's the other barrier, or the other indicator. And as I'm talking to you, we're going through some of that footage right now. Why is it? It is easy to Google or YouTube Superman 75, Death of Superman news story, Death of Superman local news story. You get a ton of action. You get people enthusiastic, you get owners, you get even comic book legends coming in on local news, giving little quips, selling the books, doing the business, as we like to say. Nothing for X-Men 1. Nothing for X-Force 1. Nothing for Spider-Man #1. That's very particular. It really is. Because it goes to show you the state of the union when it comes to the purchasing power for one or two of those books, right? What's the purchasing power? What's the awareness? You're telling me that even the X-Men #1 numbers are not goosed? People, this is not even up for dispute. This is disputed. I mean, it's a murky thing at best. It's amazing that so many people just want to run along, accept it as truth. Like the Kevin Smith, John Peters story. Like Todd McFarlane telling you he has 700 of these in the sack somewhere in the course of less than 2 years with snail mail and making corrections on pages, mailing those back and getting a back and forth correspondence. It's just not enough time to get 700. Not enough time to get 300. AKA Padders, WILDSTORM Wednesday. I promise we got WILDSTORM stuff coming soon. But for now, we gotta talk about Jim Lee. I love you guys. Rock and roll. Flex all day, flex all night. Let's go.